This computer. There we go. Okay, awesome. So do you guys want me to start off something dumb that I did? Just to like, you know, boost your confidence a little bit. So when your email comes through for Punta Cana 2020, don't wait to fill it out. Fill it out ASAP, okay? Like ASAP. Don't let it sit in your email, okay? Because it's going to expire. You're going to miss signing up. Yep, that happened. We were driving home from Hamilton after getting Chris's prosthetic eye last week, and I was like, it was a whiteout. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, what? And I'm like, Punta Cana. And he's like, what? And I'm like, it came through on Thursday. I was supposed to fill it out, I'm pretty sure today by 6. And he's like, okay. So I went back home. Yep, it's supposed to be filled out by noon. So I was like, so I messaged Jake, and he was like checking and all that sort of stuff. And he's like, there's nothing we can do. But he's like, it's a year away. You'll get off the list again. And I'm like,
wait, you can go back on the list?
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Yeah. So like if you deny, like if you don't just miss it or whatever, like you can go back on the list and they'll just cycle back around to you.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, crazy, dumb. I'm not even sure. I'm just going with the fact that like there's a reason that had to have happened. So yeah, when your email comes through, make sure you go ahead and sign up for that right away. Next, the cruise. Who all is going on the cruise on here? Riley, you're going. Christina?
Yeah, guys, can we have like a Zoom call before? Because I need you to show me what you're packing. I need like you to show me your outfits so that I know what to pack. Okay, thanks.
I know. I have a whole cart full. Like, so here's my thing, guys. I don't think Chris can travel. Like, I don't think he can. Courtney, you're my doctor. Can you answer some questions right now? Yeah? Okay. Concussion and stuff. Like, cruise ship. No, right. No, I didn't think so. He seems
Especially
to
for
think.
health insurance.
What's that?
Especially for health insurance.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll have to be, I think most insurance companies, it'll have to be like a year.
Okay.
A year before he can fly, travel, get decent health insurance.
Okay. Good to know.
But post-concussion, like for travel just in general, like if you're going to stay in the country and not need travel insurance, that would be up to your ABI specialist to tell you when you can do that based on injury and recovery.
Okay. Gosh, you're so smart.
I try.
When I was in the hospital, I was like messaging Courtney, can you answer these questions for me?
Like, how many tubes and what are they? I'll tell you what they are and what they do.
Yeah, how many central lines does he have? I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot. But yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So yeah. So I'm just planning. Yeah, but we need to have a call to figure out all that stuff. I have a card.
Like, there's so many theme nights. I'm not doing that.
So here's like my here. Okay, so when I went on the cruise like 2 or 3 years ago or whatever, for the Success Club trip, I didn't do any of the parties and not many.
I want to do formal night and white party. I'm not doing 90s and 60s and no. But white party I can do and formal I can do.
Yeah. Well, not many people did the parties. Like we went to it the one night and there was hardly anybody. Now, mind you, I haven't looked into it to see what part of the ship it's in. This one was down in one of the like bars or whatever, like downstairs. And like there was like no one in it or whatever. So it's different than the resort. The resort, you're out there and you're out by the beach and the parties are happening. But then on the cruise ship, it's like when it's so nice and you're cruising, you want to be up at the top of the ship. Like it's, I don't know. So yeah, we'll have to plan and see and figure it out. And yeah, because I was thinking today, I'm like, oh my gosh, like then you have the days that you're at port. So like you're off the ship and you want an outfit for that.
Yeah, but I was really happy to find out that your drink package covers those bars as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would.
Yeah.
So now I feel fine about spending that money.
Plus, have you looked to see if you got an onboard credit yet or anything?
I don't know how to look at that, but I don't think I did.
They said that you won't get the email till March.
Sure.
I don't think I did because it was something about like what you're like signing up coaches and whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that.
Okay.
I will for Punta Cana. I'll get one.
Yeah. Okay.
Pish
Yeah.
posh.
I bought my drink package there. Just
I read that you can get like 20% off if we buy it in advance. So I'm going to look and see what the prices are like on. Yeah, like if you buy it online, it said you could get like 20% off versus buying it on the ship. So I'm going to look and see what the prices are like because on the ship it's $70 American per night. So that's like $460 Canadian total.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look online and see like what the difference would be.
Yeah, because I bought
If
the
you get them.
last year and it was good. Chris had the beer package and it didn't come with water.
Yeah, you said that. This one only has one alcoholic beverage package.
Oh, okay.
It's like called the deluxe package and it comes with everything.
Okay.
And that's the only option.
Perfect. Well, I'm still trying to convince him to let me go, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be good to go. Mama needs a break. Awesome. Okay, so excited about that. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, the Wi-Fi package. They usually like announce before the trip too that you can get a decent price on the Wi-Fi package too. So not going to lie, guys, I'm glad next year is a resort because the cruises definitely like when you go to the resort, you don't have the drink package, you don't have the Wi-Fi package. Like it's pretty cheap to go to them. And then, yeah, I was telling Riley, for anyone else, actually for all of you, because all of you are going to be going to Punta Cana, we do the WestJet Visa. Okay, so with the WestJet Visa, you get a $99 buddy flight. So your guest is $99. And then I put everything on my Visa all year long, so my flight is actually free. So literally, it costs us, when we go on the Success Club trips, the $99, and that's it. And that's the WestJet Visa. So just putting that out there. You do have to sign up for it, I think 2 months before so that you can get the $99. Like, you can't sign up now and use the $99 flight next week is how it works. Yeah, there's like a little bit of time in between. Okay, so that's awesome. We've chatted about that. We'll have a cruise planning call as well. Next up, what did I want to announce? Oh, Beachbody Champions page for Team Cup. I assume all of you guys are in the Team Beachbody Champions page, but they're giving like a daily tip every single day from the top teams. It's just like an extra little super helpful thing as you're going. Another announcement that came through is they're opening up the test group for Morning Meltdown. Morning Meltdown is the new workout by Jericho. And so for the month of February, there is like 3 tiers of ways to qualify. And basically it's if you're a new coach from June on and you earn a certain amount of Success Club points. There was like if you are diamond and below, and then there was star diamond and above. And if you're in like the top 100 of each of those categories or 120, I can't remember exactly what it is, you'll get a spot in the test group. And now I know it's on my vision board to be in a test group because it would be amazing. So mark that down. And as you go for Team Cup and as you push for Team Cup, set that as one of your goals to be in the Morning Meltdown test group. I'm going to put it on my board actually too. And then also, I don't know if you guys heard Success Starters. So anybody that has not ever had a Success Club point and say you're already in coaching for like 2 months, 3 months or whatever, if you get a Success Club point this month, okay, it is like hitting restart on Success Starters. Success Starters is where you qualify for Success Club 3 months in a row. You're going to get a free ticket to Summit, okay? And if you do that and you've already purchased your ticket, you will actually get that reimbursed back to you. But for each one of those months, you also get access to an exclusive call with a top coach. So last month was Danielle Natoni. This month is Ashley Smith. So Success Starters for all of the coaches on there who haven't had any Success Club points. So that's exciting. Recognition-wise, guys, you guys freaking killed it in January. Like when I was doing that board, I was like trying to squeeze names on there and trying to make more spaces and like unfreaking believable, like unbelievable. So huge congratulations to all of you, like every single one of you, like from Shelby with her Success Club 50 right down to Success Club 2. It's it's a point. It's a life changed. And if you're sitting there and you're like, how in the hell does that happen? How do you get on the Success Club board? You guys, there's just like one word that comes to mind, and it's belief. Like, you don't have to know how it's going to happen. You just have to show up consistently and put in the work. Honest to God. And I was having a new coach call with a coach, and they were talking about connections and how they were a little bit overwhelmed with trying to connect and trying to send all these connection messages and then invites and all that. They wanted to send more invites and all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to share a little something that I noticed in my business over the last 8 weeks. When I made posts sharing about what was going on with us and sharing our story and stuff like that, the likes, the comments, the messages, I know it's not all about that, but everything that came through in that 8 weeks was unfucking believable. Unbelievable. And so here's the thing. Show up and share your story and just share it authentically. That is your connecting with people, guys. Like Raina said on the call last week, just go ahead and like get your name in front of more people, like on posts, just comment on posts. Don't stress about sending private messages as connections, but just know you're building relationships and you're building connections by just showing up. And the last 8 weeks seriously proved that to me. So hopefully that's helpful for somebody as you kind of start and you go forward. It's just consistency. That consistency over time. Another thing that I heard over the last 8 weeks was ask yourself, okay, here's an honest question. I want you guys to do you guys have a piece of paper like right by you? Can you write a number down for me and show it to you? This was like a big eye opener for me too. So ask yourself honestly and truthfully, if you were to get a paycheck for the work that you put in the last week, what would that paycheck be? Be honest. Like, if you didn't put in much work, I mean, your paycheck wouldn't be very much, right? But if you put in a lot of work, make it big, okay? So truthfully and honestly, if you were to get paid for the amount of work that you put in your business for the last week, what would it be? And then show us. It's okay. Zero judgment. Zero judgment. Is that a 4, Shauna? Is that a 1? A 1. Gotcha. Closer. I'm like trying to see it. $800. People are thinking $850. Ah, there we go. I like it. What's Christina's? I'm trying to see Christina's. You're like a little dot on my screen. Gotcha. Okay, so those are some numbers that are rolling in, right? Those are some numbers. So Shauna feels like in the last week, if she got paid, it'd be $1,000, right? Think of that a year from now. What you put in last week, that's your paycheck a year from now. So use that as a baseline, right? If you worked, maybe you're like, that was enough work for like $200. That would be your paycheck a year from now, right? If you're like, hell no, I want to be making $1,000 a week, then that's where you look and you adjust your activities in the day, right? And you want to put in a little bit more work in order to get that. So the amount of work that you're putting in is what you will see come back tenfold, okay? Just another little thing that I heard as well, and I thought that was pretty helpful, just with that perspective stuff. So, okay, let's chat Summit, guys, just for a quick second. I went ahead and I have got a room for Summit. I don't know, does anyone else have a room for Summit? Not yet? No? Okay. So, Beachbody website.
Can you send us what hotel you booked in and everything, please?
You bet I will. I actually got a message. It was, I think, Lori and Carrie booked a room or something, and they were like, do you want a bed? And I was like, yes, please. Checked off the list.
It's smart to do it now.
It is. So what?
You're telling me, guys, no Ubers this year.
Not even maybe. You can sleep on my floor before I will see you.
I will be sleeping in someone's bathtub before I Uber to that hotel.
That was so bad.
I mean, the hotel was cool, like how we had so much space, but other than that.
So far, like 5 in the morning.
And then you feel like you missed out a little bit, right? Like, because you spent so much time like going back and forth and like.
And so much money. Like, we dropped a lot of money on Ubers. Like, it was stupid.
Okay, we're not doing that this year for sure.
Mm-mm.
So the Beachbody website, I forget what it is. You can Google it, Coach Summit or whatever, and it's got the hotel and lodging. This is what happens, okay, guys? When you go on there and you go to click reserve now, like when I went to do it, a room popped up right away. And I was like, oh shit. So then I messaged Lori and Carrie and I was like, guys, there's this room we could book. Like, cause apparently, cause I know Glenda and Rich have a room, but where they were was sold out. And she said everything was sold out. And I'm like, what? No way. We booked in May last year. But then I couldn't get a hold of them, and so that timed out. And when I went to go back on, there were no hotels available. I'm like, frick. So then I think it was like 2 days later, Carrie was like randomly on, and she checked, and there was a hotel on there. And so she just went ahead and booked it. So when you go on with intentions to book a room and know that if it comes up and it says it's not available, that'll change. It seems to be just kind of
I feel like we might be opening it in like blocks.
Yeah, like it's just
letting it fill up and then opening more or something.
Yeah.
What hotel are you in, Michelle?
I don't even know. Actually.
Probably a Marriott.
Probably.
There's like 7.
Based on the amount.
Yeah, which one?
Remember when you guys went to the wrong hotel?
Oh my god. And then like late for the pedal biking thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, we are at the Hilton, Indianapolis. And the address is 120 West Market Street.
Is it attached to the place again?
Really?
Or just close?
It's like pretty close. I'm pretty sure it's the one that had the walkthrough.
Isn't it the one that's like across the street where it had that like Starbucks or whatever?
Yeah,
But it has the thing over top, right?
I think so.
That one. So yeah, and so it'll say like when it says when you put in for adults or whatever, if it says run of the house, that's okay. That's what I booked last year. That's what we booked this year. It's just I don't know why they put that, but so yeah.
How much was it for the room?
It was $257. Like all for $250. Wait, no, that's a lie. Came to $1,000 for 4 nights or 5 nights.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Is Wednesday the 10th? I have no idea. There's no dates on here.
Yeah, it's the 10th to the 14th.
14th. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the daily rate was $217. So basically, I paid $217 for the 4 days, which is so cheap. Like
Yeah.
Like my first 2 years on the summit, we stayed at a Homewood Suites, and it ended up being like $600 a person.
Okay, next year we gotta get like an Airbnb, like a house, like dang. Like maybe not Indianapolis. I feel like it would be shitty to have that because all the hotels are like right there.
Maybe the year after will be Nashville again.
If it's like Nashville again or something though, we're getting a house. Like there's so many of us.
Nashville was honestly the best. Like I hope it's there again.
Me too. I remember me and Shauna had both just signed up and we were like so jealous everyone's going to Nashville. I don't know why we didn't go. We should have just gone.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get it off work.
We should have pulled a Shelby and just been like, let's go. In a coach for 5 minutes, it's fine.
Awesome. So yeah, that's summit. We'll do lots more summit planning as we get closer for all of that. And then the last thing I have on here before we just open it up for chat is the team training. So I added the scripts to the team training website. Some people commented that they wanted to just have a video on there about Linktree and forms. So we can add that on there. And I think someone else said about Captivate and Cleaner. I'm just writing this down actually so it gets done. Does anyone else have any other suggestions, like especially any of the new coaches that just went through the training or anything? Is there anything that you feel like is missing that?
Did you still want me to make that video about the vitals and the tracker?
Sure. I feel like that would be helpful with the new tracker if you want to.
Yeah, I can make a video about whatever. Doesn't matter.
Do we want to add, if we're going to do a video about the tracker, do we want to also add the, like, trackers for team builder and whatever in there so they know, like, what they're shooting for?
Okay. Okay. Perfect. I'll post. Now I like to get like a good mix of people in the team training just because then everybody sees everybody. So I'll post in the team page about getting people if you want to do videos or whatever and be in the new coach training and stuff. So yeah, does anyone else have anything else that they want to talk about tonight? We'll open Q&A. Not really. How's everybody's team cup month going so far? Yeah. Hot, not so hot.
A lot of interest and no follow through is what we're talking about.
I know, that's what I'm getting to. I actually resorted to running a free group next week. And then I actually went on to Etsy. And on Etsy, there's a girl called Danielle Nazar, and she creates challenge group guides, like free groups, challenge groups, you name it. She's designed it, and it comes with like all the posts. It comes with the meal plan, the trackers, like these like little tracker things or whatever. I'm gonna see if I can like upload it to the team page or something. I don't know. If you want it, message. I don't know. I gotta figure out a way. It's just a file folder. I feel like I could upload it to the team page, and then everybody could use it. But it took all the work out of it. So like running this group Monday, and hopefully it brings some fresh people in as well. But
I feel like our team is like, I feel like our team's doing good. Just individually, we're all like, meh.
I know. It's like, actually, Riley, you posted that podcast today, and it was exactly what I needed to hear today.
It was so good.
That's on my to-do list tonight before I go to bed.
Oh my God, it's literally so good. And I bought his new book that he was talking about in it. I bought it.
Yep.
I bought the Kindle edition. It's $12.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cute. Like so many like I have literally wrote down a ton of like one-liners that he said too.
Yeah.
And like he just talks 100% about how like it's not easy, how every like growth isn't automatic, growth has to be intentional. He talks about how everything passes, so even the hard seasons of life and hard seasons of business will pass. And like I loved how he talked about how like with everybody that he's mentored, because it's John Maxwell that speaks with Rachel Hollis, everybody that he's mentored, it's literally like entrepreneurship is literally about like learning, failing, growing, learning, failing, growing.
I loved how he said, like, I hate when people say stop caring what other people think, and just like who cares what they think, because if you don't care, then you don't care about other people. And like obviously you care what other people think, and that's okay, and that's normal.
Yeah.
Then he was like, but if you continue like thinking like that, and you think like I'm never gonna put myself out there again because it's hurting me, then you're never letting anyone up close enough to you to improve your life either. And I was like, you're right. You're right.
So true. It's so true, because I was like stuck for a post tonight because I was overthinking it, right? That's what happens. All of a sudden you're like, fuck, I don't know what to post tonight. And then I listened to that podcast and I'm like,
yeah, it was so good.
Amazing. So good. So
I'm listening to that tonight.
yeah, it's like 48 minutes long, but it's worth it.
Doesn't even feel like it though. It feels like it like flies by.
It did, because I was looking at it, I'm like, that was it?
I could go I need like another 2 hours from him.
I agree, actually. I should look up more podcasts for him. There was another one that I was listening to today that was pretty good. It was called like something like, I forget. Like,
Hey Michelle, do you know what like the top teams of Team Cup last year, what their points were? We tried to look it up, but we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I almost 140 comes to mind. Like
Is that maxed? Because it's like 40.
Yeah, because it's.
I don't get why there's a max, because then there's a tiebreaker and like the top team's obviously gonna max it out.
No, I was like trying to dig into the French teams, like.
But last year was it 4 people per team?
Yeah.
So now it's gonna be like more points because it's 5.
Yeah.
So if we max out, it's 200 points, and then the tiebreakers will be for rank advancements.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, what's her name? Emily Robadog. Like she's always on a top team. Like she's been like the top Team Cup chick forever, and her team calls actually aren't in French anymore. They used to be just in French. So I was trying to like dig on them. Just got some power hours on there and stuff, but nothing like super significant that I found. Because I'm like, what? Because it's a French team that wins every single time. Every single time it's the French. And so I'm like, what in hell are they doing to win Team Cup? But so yeah, I should actually look at their Facebook pages now and be like, yeah. But
How?
Oh, you cut out, Shelby. Sorry. That's just me. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. That's why. Can you hear me?
Me?
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Okay. How many points do you think we need to get into Morning Meltdown?
Danielle was saying like 30.
To get
and up.
Morning Meltdown? Yeah, probably 30.
30?
Because
Do they give you like an update, or you have to wait?
Your Diamond and Below. Usually they do updates. Like with Sean T, like they did like the top, you like in the Beachbody Champion page. So you should be able to see. But yeah, probably about 30, I would say.
Okay.
Have people been using Raina's scripts?
I used them actually on a girl. 2 girls.
Thoughts?
Yeah. So the one girl was like a complete stranger, like on Instagram, obviously, and then she was like, she's like, I got family here visiting this week, but she's like, message me at the end of the week, and I'm in or whatever.
I started to use them, but they don't sound like me. Like it's not something I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been finding, I feel like the way that like I start conversations is different than that, but I like her follow-up scripts.
Yeah.
That's like my take from it. Like I feel like I'll still go about my inviting how I normally do, and then I'll probably start using some of her follow-up scripts.
Yeah, I liked the follow-up too. I didn't like the cold invite ones.
No.
I'm not finding that it's working for me.
I liked the conversation flow one though, whatever, that was like, then ask this, then ask this.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't watched the National Wake Up Call from yesterday, everyone, like, she really shares good questions to ask people before sending out their cards, I thought.
I'm only about halfway through that one, but I was liking it, and then I had to go to work. So
Yeah, it was really good. Like, she was talking about, like, how she basically tells people that she wants to help them build a wellness plan before she sends them their cart. And so then she'll, like, explain the different products and stuff and, like, make them be a part of, like, the selection process. So then they're, like, excited to fill out their cart because they, like, picked it out instead of it being, like, this one's $186, here you go.
Right.
So I've been trying to use that a little bit, and I've been using it with videos. Like, I've been saying, like, okay, like, before I go over the prices, I just want to, like, get to know your goals, and, like, I'll talk to you about, like, some of the different products. I've kind of been wording it as, like, the bundles all come with products, but you get to choose which ones you want.
That's good.
So then then I can explain the different ones, and then they're like, oh yeah, I think that would be good for me. So like I've been getting a lot of success with that, like with a lot more people being interested, and like I don't know, but it's just hard because like the price is just like I feel like I'm just like I have a shitty age group to be like
What I've started adding to mine that is sort of working so far is saying the price and then putting right after there's a 30-day money back guarantee, and it only costs, what do I say, 30-day money back guarantee, and I put it down for them that it's only $16 a month, so they can see that right there, right after the price. So the last thing they see is $16 a month and not the $186.
the other
And then
thing
coming back with, oh, okay.
I think that works too, but I do have some people who then think that they can pay monthly instead of paying all at once.
Oh yeah, it's a one-time payment.
Yeah.
But
The other thing that I've been doing though with the bundle is like instead of waiting for them to ask about like the products and stuff, I'll just like since I'm saying like the bundles come with products, but you get to choose which ones you want, like right away I'll be like, and it's really awesome because with the bundle you're getting your products for half off.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like then once we start talking about the products and the price, they already know that's half off, so they're less likely to be like, oh, is there one that comes without the shakes or without the pre-workout? So I'm like, no.
There isn't.
There isn't, sorry.
so basically when you're talking about the products, you're comparing the shakes and the performance line.
Yeah.
Like that.
And I also have been telling people, I've been getting more people who will get the shakes and then also add Energize to their cart, which is good because just, like more commissions.
Yeah.
Um,
What else was I going to say about it? I forget. Oh, Emily Fiver's national wake-up call from last week was really good, but I wish she would have expanded more on how she all of a sudden just made the switch to like getting people to sign up and start coaching right away.
She has a training on YouTube. It's like not one of her direct trainings because she doesn't do anything, but like she did like an elite training or something, and she talks a little bit about that, and she was saying like how when she's like she mostly signs up people as coaches anyway, like she doesn't sign up a ton of just like challengers, but like right away when they sign up she says to them like, okay, your very first goal is to sign up 2 people with what you just got. And then they're more likely to go Emerald like right away. And then they want to work the business because they're Emerald.
Oh.
So like, I don't know. Like she literally just tells them like sign up 2 people with what you just got, which they just got a coach pack. So then they go out and just start signing up people with the coach pack, I guess.
Okay.
They also do like the push to Emerald calls every 2 weeks or whatever. So I feel like these internships will be helpful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have found these internships to be like a game changer for me and like my entire business.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. Does anyone else have anything else that they want to chat about? Any questions or anything? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, I think we should do a leaders call as well, like with the leaders on the team. Like, I'm thinking we're starting to grow a little bit here, and we need to start to develop some levels here and some more planning, kind of behind the scenes, like with these internship calls and stuff like that. So. Maybe over the next week we can touch base about that and discuss it. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of continue on, I guess, now with our team calls on Tuesday nights. Sound good, ladies? Awesome. Yep. Riley, thank you so much for posting that post today. I appreciate it.
You guys.
I missed you guys too. I needed this tonight. So I love you all.
Thanks forever.
I know it has been. So I will see you guys in the team page and on Instagram.